Alrighty, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are watching from. Welcome to the week 2 of the SSBL, aka Rank C. I am your host, MachoCheeze. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day today. I'm pretty lucky. I wasn't sure if this was actually going to happen this week because we had a little family emergency, but everything's fine. My dog Basil was throwing up blood yesterday, but we got her x-rays back from the doctor and she said she's going to be cool. So we're able to have this week. No JP this week, again, unfortunately. Not audio issues this time. He just ended up having work. But we're going to get that fixed up, and hopefully JP should be with us from next week on throughout this whole thing. So, tonight, Rank C. Let's talk a little bit about what types of monsters we're going to be looking at tonight. So there's no breed restrictions this time, unlike last week. So from here on out, each rank is going to have no breed restrictions, except unless it's in the general rules. Oh,
tasty.
Damon, thank you for the raid. Hello. Good timing too, because we were just getting into what Rank C entails. So Rank C. 1700 total stat cap, 500 for your offensive stats, 400 for your speed and defense, and if your stats were below 75, they didn't count towards your total stat cap. But basically, the big gimmick of this week is gimmick techs. Your monster must have one of these types of techs. It has to be a healing tech, a life draining tech, a guts draining tech, a self-damaging tech, a 55 guts cost tech, and a crossover tech. Crossover / unique breed tech. Like, for example, we have a Kikuchi Mutsu fighting tonight. Spoiler alert, and like they have kick combo, which like isn't really like a crossover tech, but only like certain breeds of Durahan can learn that. So like that kind of falls under that category too. So yeah, so pretty simple rules this week. So we can go ahead and get introduced to our fighters tonight. So on the IMA side, we have Dula 2 Boogaloo, raised by Bioxion CT. We have Tallulah, raised by Aelfric. We have Nada Salmon, raised by Damon. We have Smackaroos, which is Bagman's monster. Not sure how to pronounce this patch. I'm going to pronounce it Iger, which is Patch's monster, friend from across the pond. Then we have Lamecore Rock, which is Lamecore's monster. We have Nobody, Zephyr's monster. And then we have... this wasn't posted in the graphic last night because I hadn't been able to talk to JP in a couple of days. And I hadn't heard from him, but he got to me. We have 1946 to 1964, the Duckin Golem. So this is going to be our fighters on the IMA side of things. And then we have our FIMBA crew right here, 6 again this week. So I think it's the same as last week. We had 8 people enter IMA side, 6 people enter FIMBA side. So let me flip my paper over here so I make sure I get right whoever raised who. So we got Blue, which is Frenzy's Potatoes monster. Frenzied being the rancher who raised Mango last week, who won the D rank spot for FIMBA. And then Lamecore raised the winning monster last week, Lame D Punchy. Then we have Just Pyramids, which is Salaryman's monster. We have Seaward Ho, which is Nash, aka Mr. Moose Bones' monster. We have Spectre, which is That Painting's monster. Poniard, which is Dominico's monster. And Sentinel, which is Project L's monster. Oh, hello! Thank you for the follow. I have my OBS a little minimized. Couldn't really see who followed, but whoever that was, thank you. I appreciate that. Alrighty. So, yeah, a lot more breed variety this week. I'm picking up my microphone. Sorry if that's coming through. Yeah, only 2 gels, and other than that, we have unique breeds otherwise. So, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Oh, wrong screen. There we go. So, we're going to start off with a rivalry from the first ever SPBL, which is Bio and JP's monsters fighting. I don't know why JP's monster's name is completely censored out. I guess the online censor doesn't like numbers. So we do betting every time the monsters fight. We bet. So I'm going to throw up a 30-second channel points bet whether or not you think the Durahan or whether or not you think the Duckin's going to win. So that's starting right now. I had something I wanted to say, but I can't remember now. I don't know. Maybe it'll come back to me. Yeah, so we got a couple of rivalries. So yeah, we have Bio and JP, which is like a rivalry from a couple of years back. Apparently, Damon and Salaryman are rivals. All right, so predictions are up. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So I liked how we ended up doing it last time, where the first round we do regular motion, so we kind of get a good look at all of the builds. We kind of get to know the monsters a little bit, and then all the subsequent rounds we're just gonna put it in fast forward motion. I enjoy my free time. I know you guys enjoy your free time. And I got to get to bed a little bit earlier tonight and be a responsible big boy. So, let's get into it. Alrighty. So, we can see that 1946 has Explosion, which is a self-damaging tech. And then Dula has Kick Combo. Now, I don't think it's active right now. But, yeah, so pretty interesting build here. Dula is a tank. It's a powered tank, and 1946 is like an intelligence heavy hitter. Does start out with that big missile. Probably going to do a whole lot of damage despite Dula being a tank. Now that's just regular missile there. It takes about 1/3 of Dula's health. Dula is a reference to the original SPBL season, where Dula was one of the strongest monsters in the season. Bio ended up getting what? Bio? You got second that season, I think. Alright, so slash combo to bring it back. 29 whiff. And to the surprise, that's going to be all the Dula's guts down. So it looks like 1946 is going to take that with a little flutter slap to end it there. So ducking up 1-0 so far. Yeah, so Explosion's a pretty funny tech, especially... Oh! Hey, Logan! Thank you, sir. Bazinga, okay. Alright, buddy. Yeah, so Explosion on this build is pretty funny. It's kind of like with how the way that the guts work in this game. Oh my god, it did so much withering, and it's not gonna matter anything at all. It did so little damage. So yeah, Explosion, with how the guts work in this game, it's like a move that 1964 might use maybe once, and then hopefully he never uses it again. Yeah, so it's not going to do a whole lot of damage for him. It's going to do a lot of withering regardless. Alright, surprise. Big withering right there. We know how much JP likes his withering builds. And it's put in a lot of work so far. Dula's got a lot of groundwork to make back here. Can end things with a single slash combo. Goes for the dash slash instead. Brings it down to about half. Actually, exactly half. Alright, Dula's got to do something though. He's just kind of letting the clock run out. Is it going to explode? Oh, big missile to end it. Oh, 67% whiff, but it doesn't matter. So 1946 is going to win that first round 2-0. And just like last week, I don't know where I put my fucking pin at. Alright, I found it. Alright. So, 2-0 for the Ducks so far. Alright, so next up, we're going to have number 2 versus 7. So that's going to be Tallulah. Just gonna use my mouse. Versus Nobody. Alright, so Tallulah's gonna be Aelfric's monster, and then Nobody, I believe, is Zephyr's, right? Yeah. So we're gonna have an intelligence battle here. Alright, so... Oh, big bets on the Durhan, but the Duck ended up winning. So whoever voted on the Duckin, good job. Alright, let's take a look at these guys' stats real quick. So pretty close. Pretty close here. Prediction's going to go live. The only slight difference is that Nobody has slightly more life. Alright, so y'all got 20 seconds left to predict on this match. I really like Cyclops. It's probably one of my favorite Naga designs. And I know Nobody's build, obviously. It's a pretty fun build. It's not something that we see a whole lot. Now, if it's an intelligence Naga, and considering the the restrictions of building this format. You can probably kind of tell what Zephyr was going for. And then Tallulah also has an Undying tech that we don't see a whole lot. Ooh, big 297 right off the bat there with the crit water cannon there. You see it. We saw it flash a little bit, that vitalization. Not a... I'm going to be honest, I don't even know if I've ever seen the animation for vitalization. But yeah, nobody's got the sharp techs there, and then the life draining tech. Ooh, up close arrow at the 49%, that whiffs into the belly punch whiff. Nobody, I don't think it's thrown an intelligence move yet. Kind of the sad reality of building some of the intelligence mons in this version of the game. Ooh, splash at 42 whiffs. Nobody's got a decent amount of guts. He just needs to back up and use his intelligence attacks. He's going for these little chip damages right now, but it's not going to be what he needs. Cold Fog to end it off here. Tallulah has not hit since her first one. Ooh, energy shots maybe could bring this back. Oh, it's just sitting on thwack. Oh, goes for splash. Let's see. Oh, nobody didn't use a single intelligence tech that whole time. Pretty unfortunate there, but let's see if we can bring it back in the second game. Alright, Aelfric up 1-0. His monster Tallulah is looking pretty strong there. Do we see another water cannon to start off the match? We don't. We see energy shots instead, and it finally uses an intelligent tech, but it whiffs. Oh, now it's Tallulah's turn to use some of these power techs, though. Goes for the Ice Sword. Little itty-bitty 10 damage there. Up to... getting tongue-tied. Oh, we see an energy shot. Whiffs again. Oh, into the arrow. Big 201 crit there on the Ice Arrow. Returns fire with an energy shots. Oh, takes about half of her health, though. No crit on that. Those are sharp techs, so higher chance to crit than some of the other techs in the game. Alright, Tallulah wastes some guts on an Ice Sword. Nobody retaliates with a energy shot, which whiffs. Icicle Arrow is dodged. Ooh, energy shots, hits. Oh, do we see a grit? We don't. Alright, nobody brings it to a Game 3. First Game 3 of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Does the AI use healing or lifesteal if they're at full health, or will they just use it whenever? I think I asked Nash about this one time, because I was thinking of building like a really gimmicky Kato build, with the Kato that starts with really low guts, and I kind of wondered that. From what I understand is if the monster is at full health, it'll know not to use the healing techs or the draining techs. At least the healing techs, I know that specifically. Draining techs, I'm not super sure about. Oh, we do see a grit. Nobody could bring this back. Now, funny thing about how, like, in this version of the game, the monsters can attack as long as they have the guts for the move. In the original version of Monster Rancher 2, you could actually use healing techs kind of similarly, where you could use healing techs regardless of, like, the 45 guts limit. Alright, so Tallulah had a pretty strong showing that third game there. She is going to take it over Nobody 2-1. And then now we're going to have not a Salmon. I think if we search Nada, he comes up. Yeah. Versus Lame Core Rock. So this is a pretty funny format because there's a lot of like quote unquote like mixed attackers in a way. So like again, well actually Gel you might not necessarily know because Gel has a healing tech and a life stealing tech. So we'll have to see what Day went with here. So I'm gonna throw the prediction up. Y'all got your 30 seconds to vote. And then we got Lame Core Rock and Knowing a Golem. Knowing a Golem actually could be a couple different things. There's Rocket Punch, or I guess it's Fist Missile in the original version of the game. There's Body Press, Flying Press, Slamming. Can't think of what Golem's move is right now. Yeah, body press. So interested to see what they went with here. Well, I know what they went with here, but I hope you guys are interested to see. So we do have a Golem versus a Tank Gel, which, you know, oh, 69% right off the bat. Do we see it? Big brow smash, 303 damage on the crit. That's a tank, ladies and gentlemen. So we do see the pyramid there from Not a Salmon. Oh, whiffs the... Oh, it actually doesn't whiff the suffocation. Does proc Lane Core's Anger, though, which... There's the diving press. Whiff on the 66. A little bit of chip damage to himself. Goes for the whip, which misses on the 62. Fly Smasher. Pyramid. Sitting back there. Both our combatants are building up guts. Do we see a pyramid? We don't. Oh, we see the brow smash. Is there going to be a grit? There is not. So Lame Core is going to take that first game there. Now, I've seen a lot of people build like these pyramid gel builds lately, and I'm not very up to snuff on like how pyramid kind of like heals. Oh, Jesus, another fucking crit to start off. That's a lot of damage. Power. Do we see Power Pyramid? Power Pyramid? Oh, it whiffs. That would have probably healed most of the health back, I'd imagine. Hey, Matt. Yeah, you this is only the third set of the night, so we got a lot of Monster Rancher to play. We'll slap at 91 to end things off here. That's what we see. Yep, no grit. Okay. So, 2-0 in favor of Lame Core. And then for our last match of the round, we're going to have Iger versus Smackaroos, which is a very fun name. Alright, so Smack... Actually, I wonder if this will come out, but it does. Alright, so Bagman Smackaroos versus Patches... Iger. So we're going to have a Color Pandora versus a Zilla. Two pretty fun monsters. Plug for my boy Nash. He just put out a video about Zilla, and I'm sure if most of you who are here already know Nash, aka Mr. Moose Bones. But if you don't, he makes really cool Monster Rancher content. So hop on over to his YouTube. He just put out a competitive guide about how to build our big fluffy whale friend here on the right. Alright, so prediction's going to go live between these two. Again, you all got your 30 seconds. You like the caterpillar, or do you like the whale? Now, oh, hello! Zero Techno, thank you for the follow. Okay, so funny thing about Color Pandora. Its optimal build is literally buildable in this format. Not to spoil it, because Color Pandora does have a couple of different moves that can run for this format. But I feel like if you wanted to try hard this format, this is the monster that you were supposed to build. You like the whale? I like the whale too. He's very cute. Alright. And then Zilla, obviously, Zilla's got a lot of very strong self-recoil attacks. But there we see it, the Kamikaze, Color Pandora's own recoil tech. One of the best moves in the game. Very strong, very good withering, very good chance to hit. And very little self-damage, I'm pretty sure. Oh, big charge there, 148. Smackaroos does proc Anger, and it's got a pretty decent guts rate, so should be able to build up a decent amount of guts here. Big giant whip. Ager does not have a whole lot of guts. Smackaroos can just kind of keep swinging here. Pretty good chance to hit these giant whip, and it does. So 1-0 in favor of Smackaroos so far. So what does Anger do? That's a great question. So down here below, you see how we have the guts rate. So it has like 50 guts, 50, right? So when your monster gets angry, what it does is it doubles the amount that you gain your guts. So like when you do like a tankier monster or monsters with a fast guts rate, that's really going to help you generate your resources for you to be able to attack. So like as you can see here, well, as you could have seen here, but Smackaroos so rudely interrupted me. Oh, but do we have Fury here, which is a battle specialty that we don't get to see a lot. So what Fury does is it doubles your damage and then also doubles the amount of withering you do. So it's kind of power and anger put together. So anger, apart from doubling your guts rate, also doubles the amount that your attacks wither. So it increases your resource management or resource output, and it depletes theirs whenever you hit them with attacks. So it's a pretty strong, battle special given the right type of build. All right, Ager's having a pretty hard time here. Smackaroos, this looks like they're going to win, and even if they don't hit here, they're going to run out the clock. But we do see a KO. Smackaroos is going to take that 2-0. Yeah, exactly like Bio was saying. Anger is a lot better on tanky builds. Sorry, my back is itching real quick. So, let's go ahead and swoosh on over to our little round robin graphic right here. Now I'm playing a little bit with the X's and O's. I wasn't super happy with them last time, so I tried something different. So you guys can tell me if they look good or not. Okay, so this takes me a couple seconds to do. Yeah, it was a pretty stressful day yesterday. Just with Basil, but it's been a really good day today. We got really good news. Was a little worried about having to pay for some sort of surgery or something like that, but we are doing good. I have my last day of art camp tomorrow, and pretty much after that I am good for the rest of the summer to just kind of chill and do whatever the heck that I want, which I'm excited for. Alright, so the graphic update will be ready in just a second here. Actually, I have a little pattern going on, which is fun. Alright, so C rank IMA. Alright, should be updating in 3, 2, 1. I was a little early on that. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on here. Oh, JP, she threw up blood yesterday, so I guess I talked a little bit about it. I'll talk about it again real quick. So she threw up blood yesterday, just a little bit, but enough to like concern us, and we took her to get x-rayed, and then they found like a 4 centimeter like object in her stomach. They couldn't really tell what it was, so they wanted us to like not feed her and not give her water for the day, and then bring her back this morning. So my wife brought her to the vets this morning, and she got x-rayed, and whatever was in her stomach passed. And they checked her poop, and it was good and everything like that. So we weren't really sure what caused the blood, but the vet said she's fine, and she's been fine. So, you know, hopefully it stays that way. But yeah, so let's take a look at the results for here. So, Tallulah, Smackaroos, Lamecore, and 1946, all taking the first round here. But as we always say, anything can happen in Monster Rancher. It's not over till it's over. So, let's just keep rolling with the next round. So up next, we're going to have Dula versus Nobody. So Bio versus Zephyr. Alright, so as I'm getting things ready here, I can kind of describe what we are fighting for again, because I feel like we have a couple of new friends in the chat. Alright, who won that there? Caterpillar won. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and throw the prediction up here. So do you like the knight, or do you like the snake man thing? I'm going to go ahead and put fast forward on, since we've already seen all the monsters' builds. So, for those of you who don't know what this league is specifically, this is a league based on an old league a friend of ours, Bakuhuna, did a couple years back that JPI and Bakuhuna helped put together. And I kind of took the idea of that league because it was based on the 5v5 format from the IMA versus FIMBA meet, where you unlock a bunch of different monsters in the main game. And the way that I'm doing it's a little bit different. It's kind of a spiritual successor to the SPBL. So what we're doing every week is that we're doing an IMA round robin and a FIMBA round robin, and whoever wins that gets promoted to like the 5v5. So this is all going to accumulate into a 5 versus 5 style of match, like how it is in the actual game. So we'll have 5 FIMBA monsters, 1 of each rank, 5 IMA monsters, 1 of each rank, and then we'll cap this whole like tournament off with like the 5v5 finals. All right, so nobody taking that first game there, which is why like a lot of the times when I'll do these round robin tournaments, I usually have like a second part where it's a bracket, kind of like for more thematics, for more content, stuff like that. But I'm not doing that because I want the monster who wins the round robin to be the one that advances, because, you know, in my mind, the one who wins the round robin is like the most consistent, best monster that needs to move on, right? Oh, big slash combo there. Alright, so game 3 between Dula and Nobody. Nobody using its intelligence attacks a lot more. I would love to see that lifesteal, especially against Dula, because it would probably get a chance to actually hit. Oh, Rust Slash there. Misses even in anger. Big 266 crit there on the energy shots. Slash combo to end things again. No. Oh, we see a thwack though. That's not great. He is running down the time, but he's not doing any damage, and he's sinking all of his guts. Oh, big kick combo to end things off. Do we see a grit? We do, but it's going to run out of time. Dula brings that back 2-1, winning his first match of the night. Alright, next up is going to be 2 versus 7. Wait, no, 2 versus 6. So we're going to have Tallulah versus Lame Core. Alrighty, so alright, y'all like the knight in that one, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the prediction here. So we're going to have Tallulah versus Lame Core Rock. 2 speed monsters. 2 pretty strong breeds. Undyne and Golem being, you know, considered some of the best monsters in the game. Golem probably a little bit weaker in DX, but he's still pretty strong. Yeah, that was a good set. Alright, so 5 minutes left on the prediction. 2, 1. Alright, let's get it on. Alright, we see another Brow Smash. Okay, 37%, 1-hit KO. Tallulah does grit. Undine is completely capable of bringing this back, but Lame Core just needs to hit one more tech. Goes for the water gun. That's all of Lame Core's guts down, and Lame Core does not have a good guts rate at all, so Tallulah's going to get a lot of advantage off of this. We see the 53% on the arrow. Hit into the splash whiff. Oh, Foolery does not take advantage of it though, and ends things with a slap. So Lame Core going to take that first match of the third set of round 2, or the second set of round 2. All right, game 2. Oh, big water cannon returns the 1-hit KO with another 1-hit KO. Game 3 already, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see. 52% there, diving press. Oh, a lot of self-damage there. About 1/3 of his own health taken down by by his own accord. But Jesus Christ, 824 damage. Did you guys see that? These monsters only cap out at like 500 power. Good lord, holy shit. Okay. Well. Another win for Lame Core there. 2-1 in his favor. That was a little wild. Alright, so next up we're going to have Not a Salmon, versus Iger. Yeah, the redeems aren't working. I can see like once we go and break. Let me see if I can. activate it right here. Sometimes when this happens, I have to reset OBS, which unfortunately I'm not really gonna do during the stream, but I'll take a look at it during the break, see if I can get them to come up. Alright, so we got Not a Salmon versus Iger. Yeah, I don't have mine like naturally imbued in with like the OBS, like I use like a browser source and shit like that. So I don't even know the website that just does the things might be down. Refresh source. I could try that. Let's see. Channel point sounds. Actually don't know how to refresh the source. Bada bing. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and get the I'm stuttering today. Let's go ahead and get the predictions up. So, alright, predictions are going to go live between these two. So we've seen the monsters already. They're both tanks, which means that Not a Salmon's Pyramid is going to have a pretty good chance to hit. But Iger does have body press. So, you know, do with that what you will. Huh. Yeah, they're just not working. That's okay. I'll get it fixed eventually. That's been kind of the theme of these last couple of weeks. Is I will do that at some point. Alright. So, well, 66 to hit on period. Not the greatest. Fly Swatter, though, that's going to be pretty decent in this matchup. That's going to be a decent amount of guts down for not a whole lot of, like, guts resource of your own. See, knocking up here, 136 on the crit. We do see the Fly Swatter to return the favor. Not a Salmon does have the guts lead now. Alright, Scratch at the 10%, 64 damage is going to hit there. We see another Fly Swatter is going to bring Ager's guts all the way down. A Pyramid here would be really funny. Does the smart thing and goes for the 2 whips here, though. Not a Salmon taking that first game. Alright, so 1-0 in Damon's favor so far. Talking to Patch a little bit earlier today. He said he probably wasn't going to be able to tune in today. You know, it's a whole completely different time zone over there in jolly old England. Alright, so Not a Salmon winning right now. Does get hit by the belly attack, 89 damage. Not the most damage. Ooh, does get hit by the charge. Can't really tell who's in the lead. Well, okay, Ager's in the lead now. We do see Power, which is a pretty neat choice on a tank build. Oh, just decide not to go for it, though. I do not think the Fly Swatter is going to be able to finish things off. It does not. So we got a game 3 on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Funny thing about tonight is that we have 2 Joker subbreeds, which is not something that you see a whole, or not Joker, sorry, Golem subbreeds. I don't know where oh, Fly Smasher. I love that tech. Just its animation. Yeah, we have 2 Golem subbreeds, which is not something you see a whole lot, but I actually really have a soft spot for Golem subbreeds, so as the content creator, if I want to call myself that. Oh, shit. Big body press. Oh, does proc the power. Like, power crit suffocation. Power pyramid? I want to see power pyramid so oh! Oh! Okay. Salmon takes that. 2-1. That kind of came out of nowhere. Alright, so Damon's got to win on the board tonight. Patch not so much, but he can always make this back. You know Patch always does good on the MachoCheeze streams, but he always does good in hard mode, though. I think every time he's entered one of my DX things, he's kind of fumbled the bag. But, well, you know, we'll see. Alright, so next up, I think it's going to be Smackaroos versus 1946, which, according to my schedule, that is the case. JP, did you know that your monster's name is completely censored? Wait, no. Which... He just looks really confused. Alrighty, y'all. Predictions going live for this one. You got your 30 seconds. So we got a... Smackaroos has a really interesting... has a really interesting spread. It's mostly, you know, went full-blown life and power, dumped some into skill, and then dumped some into speed. I like it, though. I think it's going to do pretty well. No, I don't fucking have any idea why either. Maybe they think you're posting your credit card number. Alright, big missile. 410 damage. That is a big missile. I agree. Oh, tail swings misses here. Oh, surprise into the anger, into the giant miss whiff. Only have a 35% chance to hit there. I wonder if he uses explosion, if he could win the match here. Oh, just bets it on a regular missile. Not the best option, but it's okay. The I-beam is going to take it out. And 46. It's going to take... JP, what did you fucking name the duck in this? I didn't look it up because I wanted your explanation. Oh, he's hitting him with the meat spin. Got put in the grinder. Just say boomer. Oh my fucking god. Shut up. Okay, I get it. Oh, you bastard. That nice 7 recoil explosion there. Oh, Smackadoos did more recoil than that, so to itself. Alright, Flutter Slap here. Not the move that Boomer needs to be using. Does do a little bit of chip damage there with the I-beam. Oh, big giant whip there. Smackaroos is going to take that 2-1 in a pretty silly set. Alrighty. So Smackaroos wins that 2-1. Alright, you gotta go back to work. Alright, well, it's good hearing you from a little bit, dude. Hop back in when you can. Alright, so let's go ahead, pull up a little handy-dandy graphic here. And then I will get that updated for y'all. Oh, it's not what... It's a pretty fun night so far. I like a lot of these builds. A lot of them are pretty silly, which is what I like to see. I like to see silly stuff doing well. Though I don't know if it counts when all of the builds are silly, but we'll see. Yeah, I didn't end up entering this rank. I'm gonna have a guy next week, but not this time. Alright, this should be everything there. So let's take a look at these X's and O's. Alright, so only monsters undefeated so far are Smackaroos and Lame Core. Oh wait, I messed up there on 1946. I'm gonna inflate JP's ego. I don't want to do that. It's one of the worst things imaginable. So yeah. So lots of friends here. 1-1. So Lame Core, Smackaroos undefeated. Then we got Dula, Tallulah, Not a Salmon, Nobody, and boy. Usually don't fumble the graphics like this. Hold on. Grandpa's trying to use Photoshop. You know, he ain't had his prune juice yet. He's a little grumpy. There we go. Okay. So yeah, this is how things are looking right now. Smackaroos and Lame Core are in the lead. But as we've seen before, and as I say like every time, things can change. So next up, we're going to start off with Dula versus, let's see, should be number 6. So Dula versus Lamecore. So two adjacent Durahan breeds. Let me throw the gameplay back up because I know you guys love to see me fumbling around in the menus. Alright, let me pull up predictions again. Alright, so Caterpillar won that. So predictions are going up between these two. Which knight do you like better? Do you like the shiny red one, or do you like the one that's made out of stone? You decide. Throw your patooies in there. I really got to decide whether or not I want to change my channel points stuff. I think I am a millennial. I'm pretty sure. I'm 29, which is that's millennial age, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start off here. Dula starts off with a dash slash. Lamecore finally lands a tech with that kick there. Goes, 29 slash combo. You know how it is. That's a one-hit KO, baby, but we do see a grit into the diving press. Doesn't kill. And Dula is going to return the favor there with the dash slash just to end the game off. Good choice of move there. I really thought he had it there with that diving press. I'm not going to lie. Alright, so 1-0 in Dula's favor so far. Diving press off the rip. About 300 something damage there. Dula returns favor with the dash slash. Punch. A little bit of damage there. 88 slash combo on the 28. Whiffs this time. One of the really cool things about that move is that if that move whiffs, it gets right back into the game. Huge diving press in terms of self-damage into the slash combo. No getting back up from that one. Dula is going to take that 2-0. That was a fun set. Okay, 2-0 in Dula's favor. That's going to be Lamecore's first loss of the night. Isn't bad. He's still doing pretty good for himself. So next up, we're going to have Tallulah versus Iger. Sometimes I'll just lose the letters in the menu, even though it's in alphabetical order. I'm just not the brightest sometimes. You know, I teach art for a living. I don't teach English, which by the way that you guys listen to me talk, you guys should have known that. You know, I got that West Virginian sensibility about me. Okay, so lots of people betting on Dula. They were right. Alright, this next prediction's going up. Do you like the Speedy Intelligence build, or do you like the Power Tank? That water cannon is going to be very scary. Make my channel's points chow. That'd be pretty... I don't know, that's kind of like a black market type deal, well, if we get to that point, right? Like we're buying and selling chow as like a commodity, or like as a currency. I don't know if I like that. You know, Damon, you should be ashamed of yourself for telling me to sell children, or to use children as a currency. I did have a Tosh Chow redeem. You don't need to break up the dark parts of my past, okay? You know, we all it was the pandemic times, okay? We weren't all thinking correctly. Oh, big power here, power knocking up. One hit KO. All right, Edgar does the thing. He tanks, he procs his battle special, he wins. All right, 1-0 for the whale. You have 2 saves, okay. Oh, big 188 there on the charge. I want to see the vitalization, but it's covered up by so many moves, which is, I think, smart building on Aelfric's part. But I really want to see it. Okay, 1-1 so far. Alright, big water gun to start off the... You know, I like raise my eyebrows and be like, oh, vitalization, but she's at full health. Alright, so Edgar, you gotta hit her. Not like that. That's not hitting her. Oh, cold fog. End it right there. Perfect stock from Tallulah. 2-1 in her favor. Alright, and then 3 versus 4. So we got Not Salamon versus Smackaroos. First time Smackaroos is going to be on the right side this time. You don't think I don't pay attention to shit like that, but I do. It's more important things that I need to pay attention to that I don't. Smackavelli is a very good name. Alright, yeah, you guys like the mermaid, which I get it. It's probably going to be a pretty hard matchup for Iger. But we got a tank battle. Well, tank versus tank-ish battle. Tank adjacent. Alright, who do you like here? Predictions are going up. Do you like the blob? Do you like the caterpillar? Is it me, or does anyone else prefer the monsters that look more animal than human? I like a lot of the weird stuff. I like when monsters are weird. But my favorite monsters... Well, Mustard Arrow is pretty weird. I was going to say, Arrowhead itself isn't like super duper weird. And then Corone's not super duper weird. And those are like my top 2. But yes, I don't like keeping humanoids in my barn. To answer your question. Tank that pretty well. Alright. Not a Salmon taking game 1. Yeah, I personally think power was the better way to go with this Damon, especially since like his guts rate is so meh as it is. Like, might as well just go for like one big tech, right? Well, we do see the anger here. Face attack. Ooh. Knocks out, but we see a grit into another one. Yeah, it's gonna end it there. All right, so 1-1 in favor of nobody, which is what 1-1 means. All right, game 3. Fly Smasher, gonna drain all of that guts there, but I'm pretty... I was gonna say, gonna drain all the guts, but I think Smackaroos is still gonna go guts positive on that. Suffocation. Alright, Kamikaze on the 99 does hit, does put Smackaroos in the lead. We do see a power. I want to see Power Pyramid. Well, I'm not gonna get to see it this match. Smackaroos takes that 2-1. Alright. And then for the final match of this round, who we got left? It's going to be 7 versus 8, so it's going to be Nobody versus Boomer. Golem subs are good monsters. I didn't want to corrupt my baby. Yeah. I mean, what starting nature do you have? Usually golems are pretty high up there. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we got 2 intelligent speedsters. Predictions are going to go live here. Boomer went a little bit more with the glass cannon-y type build, where Nobody spec'd a little bit more into a little bit of life there. Just about 50 more. Yeah, well, I mean, really, Zero, we have open slots in, like, the other ranks. I mean, maybe after this I can go through and and figure out the ranks that could still that are still open for entrance. So if you're interested in entering any like B, A, or S rank, you're more than welcome to. All right. Big missile misses. Big whiff. Oh, big hit there on the energy shot on the crit. Freya, I'm sorry, the channel points things aren't working for some reason. So I appreciate your generous $300 Patui donation. Charity donation. You're not really ready yet. Hey, take your time. There'll be plenty of tournaments. There'll be plenty of tournaments for you to join in the future. But we're glad to just have you hanging out in chat. All right, the snake's gonna win that first round. I need to get that mod that takes like the little point clicky light flashy thing away. Alright, big 10 damage on the thwack. Ooh, surprise. Not going to be a whole lot of damage there, but that would wither a whole lot. Ooh, explosion, 12 damage to himself, so 55 guts down the drain. It's not looking good for Boomer right now. Ooh, energy shots whips though. Ooh, I-beam? Okay, chip damage to bring him back in this. One more hit, and one more good hit, mind you. He could bring this back into it. Surprise, that is going to whiff. I don't know if that would have done enough damage to do it anyways, so nobody is going to take that set 2-0. And with that, we're done with round 3, ladies and gentlemen. So we're back up to our handy dandy little graphic here, which I will so graciously update for you guys. Nope. Hold on. You're in the West Coast now. You one of them damn pot-smoking liberals that I heard so much about? Can't believe you moved to the... No, I'm just fucking... I'm just fucking kidding. Could you imagine? Alright, okay, so... Not the pot-smoking part. You know, I feel you. That's me too. I cannot stand... I can't fucking stand the smell of weed. And also, I've had a lung collapse twice throughout my life. So like anything like smoke or smoke adjacent shit like that, I don't vibe with. Just anatomically. Anatomically? I don't know the fucking word for it. All right, we're getting off topic. Let's go ahead and take a look at the results so far. So we got Dula, Tallulah, and Lamecore as our 2 and 3ers. Smackaroos has gone undefeated so far. And then Not a Salmon, Nobody, rocking the 1 and 2. And Iger, of unfortunately, 0 and 3 so far. But, I want to say things can change, but it's getting a little too close for comfort there for your boy. Yeah, I can talk about... Oh yeah, and Boomer is at 1 and 2. Yeah, no, I had a lung collapse back in... When was that? 9th grade, I think. I think 9th grade is when my lung collapsed. So how that happened is I went through a growth spurt. And when, boys growing up, they have so much more dramatic growth spurts than girls do. So it's really common, for when you're like a young boy growing up and like you like shoot up in height like I did, for your lungs to form air pockets when they're just trying to catch up with your growth. And that's what happened to me is, I had an air pocket formed in my lung and it popped in gym class. And, that was fun. And then the first time that it healed over, they just let it heal over on its own. That didn't fucking work, and it ended up popping again. So they cut the top of my right lung off, and then stapled it together. So I have like 5/6 of a lung on my right side. All right, predictions going live right here. You've got a hole in your heart. I kind of get how you feel. So like, how did that happen? Oh, I better do that. What are we betting on? We bet on to see who, like, which monster you think is, we're betting on to see which monster you think is, oh, you mean, like, what actual monsters are we betting on? Sorry, it was the knight versus the whale. My bad. It's okay. You guys got to see the gameplay at least. Alright, so Dula taking that first round. Alright, big charge to start things off with. 112 damage without the crit, not too bad there. Into a rush slash combo. Drops the third input there, though. Oh. Tries to get his combo started then. Big charge there. Dula down into the green. About 1/3 of his health left. Goes for the slash combo. This is probably going to kill. Yep, it's going to kill on the crit. 494 damage. Dula is going to take that 2-0. Where the fuck did I put my pen? Why do I do this to myself? There it is. Yeah, Dula's scary. I don't know if Bio is here still. How close is this to Dula's build from the SPBL? Alright, so 2 versus 4, so that's going to be Tallulah versus Smackaroos, I think. Yep. Damon, you're getting awful fucking sassy in that chat. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. To report you for bullying. Alright, so we got Tallulah versus Smackaroos. Yeah, so sorry for kind of fumbling that prediction last time. The prediction is going live. Now. Vote on which monster lady that you would like to win. One is shaped like a woman, and the other is shaped like a pool noodle. No, damn, you don't have to be sorry. I'm just fucking with you. Alrighty, y'all. So what? Tallulah's 2-1, and then obviously Smackaroos has it undefeated so far. Anger Kamikaze can do a lot of damage and a lot of withering. We do see the Fury Vitalization. Alright, I think I can sling another Ice Arrow. Oh, misses the 50-50 on the slash there. Smackaroos has a big guts lead. Tallulah's been surviving on this great comeback. Dodges the Kamikaze. No grit. Oh, Tallulah, that was a super long grit comeback. Dude. Like battle special heals, for some reason for me, are one of the funniest fucking things in this game. And I can't really explain why. But like, could you just imagine like your monster is just so angry and it's just like vitalization, and it's so angry it just heals itself completely. Alright, Tallulah doing really well in the set so far. You know, 1-0 might be handing Smackaroos its first loss of the night. Well, Ice Sword is not the way to do that though. Giant Whip miss, 35% there, 33%. Oh, does not. Oh. Alright, Tallulah takes that 2-0. Oh, you're right. That was just a 299 damage. Oh, that would have been really funny if she grit again. Or like if she grit after being hit the 1%. Alright. 2-0 in Tallulah's favor. It's a pretty big win for Aelfric there. Alright, Smackaroo's been smacked down a peg. Thank you. Alright, so we got Not a Salmon versus number 7. So we got Not a Salmon versus nobody. So Knob. Alrighty. Ooh, a lot of people voting on the Caterpillar, so whoever voted on the Mermaid is going to get a nice little chunk of change there. Alright, predictions going live for this one. Do you like the slime, rock, dude, or do you like the one-eyed snake monster? Yeah, Salaryman, another friend from across. Do we call it across the pond when somebody's in Japan? Alright, big energy shots there to take about half of... We saw the pyramid. It wasn't a battle special pyramid, and all of that health is just gone. So we're back about where we started. Alright, thwack. 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 Does no withering, so it's not a Salmon's just going to be able to build up some guts here. Alright, 2 big stabs. Ooh, dodges the energy shot in the 70. Dodges the whip, though. It's pretty close. I think Salaryman was winning there. But you know, that last second energy shot there, putting nobody in the lead. Alright, game 1's over with. It's going to be game 2. The snake is up, ladies and gentlemen. We do see a thwack here. Thwack spam is what Not a Salmon wants to see. Ooh, into the suffocation. No breathing. Into the second one. And Not a Salmon's going to bring that into a game number 3. He got so mad that I raised a monster called Love Diz. I thought it was a pretty funny name. Ooh, Fly Smasher whiffs there on the 49%. Big crit energy shot there. Does have the power. Not a whole lot of guts to abuse it, though. That was a really short power. Oh, Not a Salmon. Things just not going his way that game. Nobody's going to take that 2-1. Nobody is the winner of that one. Alrighty, let's see. So that was... That was 2-1, right? I don't think that was a 2-0. Okay. Thank you. Alright, so... Okay, so what are we working with now? So that was 3 versus 7, so we got 6 versus 8 left, which is going to be Lame Core versus Boomer. Hey, Fenric! Good to see you in chat. For those of you who don't know, Fenric is the owner and operator of LegendCup.com. Valuable resource for the community, and it's been around since I was a freaking kid in elementary school. So I owe a lot of my hobbies to this man. Alright, predictions going live between these guys. Which rock do you like better? You like the big buff rock, or you like the little duck? So, looking at the score here. Yeah, Lame Rock's 2-1 right now. Boomer is 1-2. He's been hitting those like 30% brow smashes, okay, all night. So, you know, whenever he just decides to rip one, frame one, I just expect him to hit. You don't see a duck and dance KO a whole lot, but we saw one tonight. All right, perfect stock from Boomer. All right, leading here into game 2. Do we see the big missile KO right off the bat? We don't. Into the diving press with 118 damage to himself. He is not giving up. Oh, dude. That was a lot of self-damage. He's so lucky with that grit. 30% big missile to end things. Whiffs. Brow hit. You know, Lame Core is completely capable of taking this back right now, but we do see the Flutter Slap KO. That's a very disrespectful KOs. First you die from Duck It Dance, and then you die from Flutter Slaps. Alright, so Boomer's going to take that in a quick 2-0 fashion, and I believe that's going to be our last match of round number 4. We are speeding through this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Hello again. We're back in Photoshop land. Alright, so let's take a look, see about how everyone's doing. This has been a really fun night. Not to sound like a broken record, but there's just a lot of really fun, goofy builds here. I don't know who's my favorite. Like, not favorite to win, because, like, if I was a betting man, I think you bet on Smackaroos, but, just in terms of, like, which is my favorite build, I don't know, it's kind of hard. I do like Boomer. I think Salmon's fun. Nobody is fun. I really like Intelligence Naga. A lot of fun choices you guys went with this time. Wait, who did Iger fight? Oh, right, he fought Dula. Oh. And Dula beat him 2-0. Yeah, that's right. Let me write that down just so I have it. Let's see. Alright. Should be good to go now. Throw this up for you. Lovely people. In 3, 2, 1. Never get it right. Always too quick. Okay. So, Dula, 3-1. Tallulah, 3-1. Not Salmon, 1-3. Smackaroos 3-1. Ager only defeated so far. Lame Cord 2-2. Nobody 2-2. And then 1946 to 1964, aka Boomer, also 2-2. So the night's kind of getting a little bit closer. Whenever one is not on the screen, we gotta ask, where's Gaboo? That would be a pretty funny. That'd be a pretty funny channel points thing. Alrighty. So, sorry, I was just catching up on chat. That's weird. Why does the chat disappear over here? Huh. I'll have to fix that at some point. I'll add that to the list. Okay. Alright, so heading into round number 5. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things about, like, you know, I was going from streaming every couple of months to where this is going to be a weekly thing again. I have to do the upkeep now. I can't just, like, remember to fix things, like, every once in a while. Alright, so Dula. Voices number 4, which is Smackaroos. Okay, so this is going to be like a pretty, like an honest to God, pretty important match here. 2 of these are front runners right now to win their spot in the IMA versus FIMBA 5v5, the grand finals of this people. So I'd say both of these are pretty strong builds here. Let's see, who won that last one? What was the last one? 6 versus 4. No, 6 versus 8. Oh yeah, it was the duck. Okay. Alright, so predictions are going live. Yeah, so both these guys are 3-1 right now. They're kind of front runners of monsters that could potentially make it out. So this is going to be a pretty important match. Pretty similar builds, it's just Dula has 300 defense while Smackaroos has 300 life. I was kind of interested to see how people were going to build a 1700 stat cap. Me personally, I would have probably just done something similar to probably honestly something similar to what Dula would, except I think I'd probably do more skill and less defense, to be honest. All right, kick combo. There's his little gimmick tech of the thing. Probably one of the least gimmicky gimmick techs that we got here in the thing. We do get to see it though. 100 and such so damage. Like, I can do the math here. 147. Did that all in my head. Oh. Hit him with the me spin there at the very last second, so Smackaroos is going to take that game number 1. Whoa, look at that Gaboo. That's a sick emo set. I like that. Oh, kick combo, whiffs there in the 49%. Smackaroos in the driver's seat right now. Dula has anger, I'm pretty sure, so it's not going to get a chance to proc power. And because it's a special breed, I don't think it has grit, so Smackaroos is going to take that in a 2-0 victory. So really big victory right there for Smackaroos. Denies Dula individual points for individual game wins and puts itself ahead of Dula, which was one of its main competitors. So 2-0, 0-2. Alright, so next up we are going to have 2 versus 3, so that's going to be Tallulah versus Not a Salmon. So Tallulah, another one of our front runners here. And then what, Not a Salmon, I think was... Oh, wrong one. 1 and 3 so far. Alrighty, so not a whole lot of believers in the night. Oh, fuck. And that was a good thing because he didn't win. My bad. Sorry. Predictions are live. Aren't you glad it's not real money? You believe they let me teach a class of children? Alright, moving on. Let's see how our combatants do. Alright, suffocation. No breathing there. Oh, 2 big ice arrows. We do see the power whip. Big damage there. Oh, cold fog and retaliation does not kill. Ice sword, not the move that she wants to use. Alright, stab. Oh, 2 whips. Oh, both miss. Oh, ice arrow. Big 80% dodge there. Alright, monster's not swinging. We do see the cold fog. Enough to kill. No grit there. Tallulah. Kind of fumbling the bag there in that later part of the set, but she does kind of pull herself up by the bootstraps in the end and takes that W. Just game 1, though. We got 2 more games potentially. This could be the last one for this set. Water gun. 112 damage. Goes for the stab and that whiffs. Oh, ice sword, perfect. Situation 4, not a Salmon right now. Goes for the stab. Retaliates with a nice sword. Retaliates with another nice sword. Big 2 damage between those 2 techs there, ladies and gentlemen. Does proc the power with the ice arrow into the splash. All the guts down. Not a Salmon's hurting right now. Oh, ice arrow is going to finish it off there. Tallulah going to take that 2-0. All right, let's see. We got 5 versus 8, which is going to be Iger versus Boomer. I almost went to go actually type Boomer. You know, I'm really glad that the censored names are searchable. I'd be beating JP's ass if I would have had to type in a search code every time this little motherfucker would have fought. I would not have been a happy man. Okay. Mermaid won that one. You like whale or you like duck? 2 animals I have not eaten before. Your ass. Yes, sir. Do they make, like, dishes out of whale? I know they use their blubber for stuff, obviously. I feel like whale would be rubbery. You know, JP, times really haven't changed, have they? Alright, win there for Boomer. I was just watching that one. I was just vibing out. Sorry for the lack of comms on that one. Alright, Boomer's going to take that first game. You know, sometimes you just need to do a little brain reset. Oh, double I-beam there to start things off. Edgar retaliates with more damage than both those I-beams did, though. Alright, Boomer's going to do the flutter slap there. Does not proc power. Power big missile would be pretty funny. 52% whiff there. Oh, goes for the big surprise. Lots of guts down, but not a lot of damage. Into the missile. Oh, big thrust. Not the move that he wants to use. Into the knocking up. Not going to KO, but does run the time down. Iger. Gonna take that game number 2. Alright, so we're in a game 3 situation, folks. Who's going to win this one? Big missile. One of my favorite techs in the game. Alright, and then his smaller, younger cousin, missile. Egger's going to take that. First game of the night for Egger. Yay, everyone clap for Egger. He got one. I was so excited about the big missile. Okay, so Egger's going to take that 2-1. And then 6 versus 7. So we're going to have Lame Core versus Nobody. Ooh, whoever bet on the whale, you are making bank tonight. I'll give you that. Okay, so predictions are going to be live between these two lovely gentlemen right here. This is going to be the, I think, last match of this round. Yeah, predictions are live. Nobody's doing okay. He's 2-2. Lame Core is also 2-2. So these guys are about, you know, doing about the same. All right, 10 seconds left on the prediction. Oh, I need some Wawa. I think my water bottle's out in my car. Ooh, energy shots to start us off on the 35%. That does whiff into the kick whiff from Lame Core. Ooh, into the thwack miss. It's better if nobody misses thwack because it does push him back into slot 2. Big kick there. Does not put nobody into the yellow life though. He's at the green. Big brow smash whiff. Oh, 130 on the punch there, enough to be able to knock out. Lame Core is going to take that first game. Ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we've seen Lifesteal yet. Use Lifesteal! Not that move, use Lifesteal! Fuck! He's dead! If you did that to like, if you did that to like a Naga, do you think it'd like pop like a worm? Wait, what? Nope. I wrote that in the wrong place. Okay, on that note, let's move back over to here. I was going to say you don't want to think about it. You know, after I said that, I didn't want to think about it either. Alrighty. Alright, so Smackaroos won that. Tallulah won her match. Salmon, not quite. Alright, Smackaroos won theirs. Ager got a win. Lame Core won his. Nobody did not. And then Boomer did not. Okay. Three, 2, 1. What the fuck happened with that X? Hold on. That thing looks pathetic. Y'all see that up at top? I think I timed it right that time though. Okay. Alright, so Dula 3-2, Tallulah 4-1, Salmon 1-4, Smackaroos 4-1, Iger 1-4, Lame Rock 3-2, Nobody 2-3, and then Boomer 2-3. I like Salmon's build. But it's kind of, his build's kind of like, it's scary to run a monster like that when you got like water cannon and body press and diving press and all that shit running around. So what, everyone who's doing really good, like super good well tonight has been a speed build, which, you know, I guess makes kind of sense because a lot of the gimmick techs are pretty low on accuracy. Alright, so second to last round, we're going to have Dula versus... Oh, nope, not that. Oh, nope. I am no man, I am machine. You're gonna 30 seconds on your prediction. Do you like the knight? Do you like the gel? Yeah, I don't like shield bash. I think that tech is bad. All right, so we got a tank battle. Okay. I was clicking on my stream manager trying to get the match to start, and then I realized it's that was stream manager, that wasn't the actual game. Big dash slash then there into the whip. Oh, we see the pyramid though. Salmon almost brought it back to him being in the lead, and he's back down in the green. And he's at yellow life. No power though. Those power suffocations have been putting a lot of work in for him tonight. It's kind of like his forte. A lot of damage there. Dula's going to take that 1-0 so far. Oh, Fly Smasher. Decent amount of chip damage. Pretty good guts down though. Dula does have a pretty decent guts rate compared to Salmon. Dodges the slash combo though, which is pretty big. Alright, not a Salmon in the driver's seat right now. Just kind of chilling in the back. Ooh, 61% on the combo there. Hits, does proc the power. Power Fly Swatter. Ooh, big 247. Does a lot of withering there. Pretty cool move to end the game. So Salmon's going to bring that to a game number 3. What was, I think it was Patch who raised... It was Cepheus. Patch's Monal Cepheus in the second season of the Monster Rancher Battle League was a withering Jesus Christ, that's so much damage. Was a withering Monal that had power instead of anger. And I always think builds like that are fun. Dula said, no fucking thank you though. Hold this one hit KO. Alright, so next up we're going to have Tallulah versus Boomer. So we're going to have an intelligence battle. Alright, so Knight won that one. Next up, we're going to have a prediction between girl, mermaid, and a duck. Oh, excuse me. I am having a good time tonight, but I am pretty sleepy. You always got to vote against JP, as is tradition. Alright, no frame 1 moves. We do see an Ice Sword, though, into an arrow. Oh, into a beak thrust, so itty bitty tiny bit of damage there for a Boomer. Into the missile, 277 on the hit there, into the I-beam whiff. Pretty much anything that Boomer has is going to be able to kill Tallulah. He's just got to hit. So now is the time for him to go up there and start swinging those low-cost power techs. Dodges the 60% Ice Beam, though. Tallulah hanging on. Oh, Power does a little dance. Oh, Power Flutter Slaps doing big 20 damage. Does get the crit, though. However, time is going to run out, and Boomer is going to take that first game, which looked like he was going to fumble it for a second there. But, you know, he pulled ahead there in the end. You need some coffee. I don't do coffee. Just not even like a moral or health reasons. I've just never found a coffee that I like to drink. I'm very plain when it comes to my taste in beverages. I like me a good soda pop. I like me a good cup of water. Like me a good cup of orange juice, cup of lemonade, and I like me some milk. And that's about the whole entire breadth of my catalog of drinks that I like to drink. I don't do no alcohol. Again, not even like a moral thing. Like, I don't feel like I'm better because I don't drink alcohol than other people. It's just, I just can't fucking stand the taste of it. The closest thing that alcohol that I've liked the taste of is, like really fruity drinks, like a strawberry daiquiri or something like that. But even then, it's just like, I'd rather just get like a virgin daiquiri because I think it tastes better. But we've been making homemade lemonade here the past couple of days. Ooh, that shit hits a little different. It's so good. All right, Tallulah wins that 2-1. Okay. So next up we got 4 versus 7. So that's Smackaroos versus nobody, I believe. Yes. Have you tried Aqua de Jamaica? I have not. What's that like? It's water from Jamaica. The only time I've ever been out of the United States is we went to the Bahamas one time. That was fun. Which obviously is not Jamaica, but proximity, I think. I don't know. I don't know geography. Let's see. Mermaid won that last one. All right. You like caterpillar or do you like snake? Oh, tea. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big tea drinker either. I don't know. I don't have a very developed palate, I guess. Every time I've tried tea, I'm like, it tastes yucky. I don't like this. And then, like, you drink sweet tea and you're just like, I'd rather just drink soda. There's too much sugar. Especially when you're, like, southern adjacent like I am, where it's just, like, it's more so, like, do you like putting tea in your sugar? Rather than do you like putting sugar in your tea? Damn, big crit on that face attack. Why'd that do so much damage? It's a flower, it's not really a tea. So am I eating the flower? So it's like you take a sip of water, then you eat the flower afterwards? Ooh! Could have had it there with that energy shot, but Smackaroos gets the dodge in, hits him with the meat spin. I don't like black tea or sweet tea, but I do like green tea and matcha tea. So I used to work at a Cold Stone Creamery. I talked about I didn't like tea and I dropped like 3 viewers. What the fuck? Sorry. Okay, Smackaroos wins that 2-0. I'm trying to tell a story, you fucking caterpillar. Give me some time. I guess that's my fault for putting on a fast forward. So I used to work at a Cold Stone Creamery in high school. My man was the manager, so I ended up getting a job there. And we, in the little plaza we were in, we worked right next to this like little fancy Chinese restaurant called Lou's, which was really funny because the little plaza this Cold Stone Creamery was in looked pretty shabby. But then like you go into Lou's and it's just like this super like high-end Chinese restaurant. That's why Patch never showed up, because he just knows I don't fucking like tea. But we used to make red tea and green tea ice cream for them, and then like we would trade them the tea, and they would give us some of their like Chinese food for free, and it was so fucking good. I never tried any of the tea ice cream, just, you know, I know what I'm about, and I know I wouldn't like it. But yeah, I hope those guys are doing good. I was actually back home these past 2 weekends, so we drove by that place, and they're still there, so, you know, they beat the pandemic allegations and everything. Okay, so we're gonna have Iger versus Lame Core. So Whale versus big boy. Two big boys. Two men, large men just battling it out. Alright, so do you like the whale or do you like the rock? Predictions, you got about 20 seconds left on them. Pong water is also 10. Shut the hell up. Goofball. Alright, about half of Ager's health there. Bio's comment like made my brain like sidetrack. Alright, we do see a power. Fuck, that would have done so much damage. A lake is a T if you really think about it. That's true. Now, okay, what's our stance on clouds? Are clouds a T, yes or no? Or is that more like a tea bag? Oh, we got two conflicting opinions in the chat. All right, you guys need to come up with with arguments. Like, you guys need to back up your arguments with science and facts and information. Clouds are just tea bags. I'm okay with agreeing on that. All right, so Lame Core has kind of been rocking this set so far. No pun intended. Oh, not hitting these moves though. That's for damn sure. All right, belly attack. Not enough to bring him in the lead. Oh, Egger's gonna need to do something. Oh, he whiffed the body press there. So Lame Core is gonna take that 2-0. And I think that'll be it for round number 6. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's move on over here. Let's see how these fine monsters and monsets and everything in between are doing. Alright, so we're going to have one more round after this. Smack font number 7. Oh. Alright. Okay, so we're getting close. We're getting close, guys. Alright, so Dula 4-2. Tallulah 5-1. Salmon 1-5. Smackaroos 5-1. Iger 1-5. Lamecore 4-2. Nobody 2-4. And then Boomer 2-4. So it's looking right now like Tallulah and Smackaroos are the front runners. So we're gonna see which one. I don't know. I don't have the brain power now to look at all these X's and O's and being like, who still has a chance and who doesn't. Let's just see, and we'll do some counting at the end, and we'll figure out who's gonna be our IMA representative in the IMA versus FIMBA 5v5 meet. All right, so we're gonna have Dula. Now this is another pretty important one. So we're gonna have Dula versus Tallulah right here. Alright, so 2 of our heavy hitters of the bracket so far tonight, battling it out. Let's see, who won that last one? 5 versus 6, Lame Core won that. Okay. I'm going to make this prediction a little bit longer. I was wanting to try and hold it. But I really have to go pee. So I'll throw this up. Prediction up. You got 1 minute on this prediction. I'll be right back, okay? Alright, I'm back. The way that I like to sit in my computer chair is probably not good for me. I like to sit cross-legged. And every time that I get up, my feet are always asleep. And that shit has me walking like John Lennon. Alright, so Tallulah. Down right now. Brings that back, though. 373 on the crit water cannon. Does proc Duelah's anger. Which, honestly, might not be great for Duelah right now, even though Tallulah is going to have a pretty good chance to hit. Oh my god! On the 1 health? Tallulah's just got to do anything. Okay. 1-0 for the mermaid so far. Alrighty. So the Tallulah. That's their couple name. Alright, no power proc here for Tallulah. Oh, into the arrow. Not the biggest damage there. Slash combo. You don't need to do that much damage, my friend. 558. Duelah bringing this to a game number 3. He's fighting for his life right now. Alright, water cannon. 171. Decent amount of withering. Does proc the anger there, though. Ooh, dash slash. Going to bring Tallulah down past half health. Misses another one there. Goes for the ice arrow. 201 on the crit. Pretty close here. Ooh, goes for the splash. That's a lot of guts down. Tallulah just needs to probably swing one more time. She's just kind of standing there. Ooh, dodges the kick combo though at the 36%. Water gun, and that's going to be it. Tallulah taking that 2-1. That is going to put Duelah out of the race, I'm afraid. He put up a good fight. He made a good monster bio. But, his run-ins here today. Alright, next up we're going to have 3 versus 8. So this is going to be not a Salmon versus... Where are you? Versus Boomer. Alright. Obviously these two can't make it through, and they can't even spoil somebody's day. So this is more so just going to be a fight for fun. But I really do like these builds. We have to do a Golem subbreed team kill. But it is what it is. Alright, predictions live. I accidentally forgot to set it back to 30 seconds. So you got about 40 seconds from where I'm talking to vote on it. So, do you like the powered tank gel, or do you like the speed intelligence ducking? Do you like big missile, or do you like pyramid? Usually I don't have to fill this much dead air. Alright, 3 seconds left. That's pretty close enough. We're going to go ahead and get it on. Big missile right off the bat. 321 damage. Does not proc Soundman's power. Goes for the 2 whips. Pretty decent damage right there. I think most things that he can swing now are going to kill. Like that suffocation. Salmon's going to take that first game. Let's see how things go in round number 2. Alright, Beam Shower on the 1, 12 damage there. Not a Soundman retaliates with the Fly Smasher. Pretty good amount of damage there. Does not put Boomer there in power range. Boomer does go for the surprise. Not a lot of damage. A lot of withering though. Oh, Beak Thrust. Things aren't looking for Boomer. Good for Boomer right now. Oh, Fly Swatter. Alright, Soundmon's going to take that 2-0. Alright, moving on. We're going to have 4 versus 6, so we're going to have... Go ahead and... There we go. We're going to have who? We're going to have 4 versus 6, so that's Smackaroos. Versus Lame Core. Alright, so this is going to be the deciding factor of who moves on and who moves on to be our C-rank champion for, or representative, I guess rather, we should say, for the IMA side. If Smackaroo loses this, we know that Tallulah is going to be moving on. If Smackaroo wins this, we're going to have a tie, and we're going to have to figure out which between the two it's going to be. Alright, so we're winding down for the IMA side tonight. We got 30 seconds here to vote on the prediction. Oh! Okay, so I've only really seen this like wiggly emote you got from far away. And from far away, I thought it was some sort of like Hatsune Miku emote. But now that I get a good look at it, it's Salarymon wiggling around. Just right off the fucking bat. Well, he was just ready to end it all there. I guess that is kind of interesting, where these guys are so big, they end up starting off in slot 3. So, Lamecore does just have the chance to just one-hit KO Smackaroos, but I guess he might have the same chance to do the same thing with Brow Smash, I don't know. Okay, not a diving press off the Hold on. Let me collect my thoughts. We've moved on. Alright, we see a big slap. 111 damage on the punch there. Ooh, into the meat spin. Smackaroos is going to win that. So we are going to have a tie, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to count up individual points. So that's always fun. So I will go a little bit later about how I like to do tiebreakers personally, but we do have one more match. We're gonna have Iger versus Nobody. Let these two have their send-off for the night. They are not going to be our representative, but still, I want to give everyone the most amount of screen time their monster can. And I like both of these builds, so... Alright, we're going to go ahead and do our last prediction for the IMA side tonight. You guys got your 30 seconds. Both these monsters did... not the best, but that's okay. If there's one thing out of Nobody that I want to see, is I want to see that life drain. Life steal. Right, no energy shot. Okay, you know what? I'm happy. You know what? We got a lifesteal into a body press. I don't think there's any other match that I could have hoped for more, considering we're doing a gimmick. We're doing like a gimmick rule set tonight. You know, perfect. I wish that was just the last game, because anything after that is going to be not as satisfying. All right, Agar made that quick. All right, 2-0 in favor of the whale. Oh, forgot to throw that up. You know the deal. Let me edit this real quick. Alright, so I'm not going to do everyone's individual placings right now. I'll post those in the Discord later. But, oh my gosh. Sometimes I do not like Photoshop. So I'll post full results probably later tonight or tomorrow, depending on how sleepy I am after the stream. But we need to figure out who is going to be our representative. Let's go ahead and throw the full scores up here. So we're going to have Tallulah and Smackaroos both at... Hold on. Smackaroos lost to 0. We're going to have Tallulah and Smackaroos both at 6 and 1. So they're the front runners of the night. Now I got to do a little bit of math here. So how this is going to work is I'm going to count up their individual game wins. If they have the same amount of game wins, like if they're tied on game wins, we're going to see how many losses, individual losses that they had. And if that is both tied for some reason, it's going to be who won the head-to-head. So Tallulah won the head-to-head. So if for some reason they have the same amount of game wins, they have the same amount of game losses, Tallulah will be the victor. Now I haven't counted anything up yet, so I'm not sure. So let's see how many individual matches that they won. All right, so Tallulah got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 13 individual game wins. Smackaroos got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So just by one individual point. Congratulations, Aelfric. Tallulah is going to be our IMA representative for C rank. Now I will count again just to be sure. Hopefully this doesn't turn into like a anticlimactic thing. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 13. Then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yep. Alright, so congratulations to Aelfric. Everyone give him a round of applause. Woo! Congratulations. Alright. And congratulations to everyone else who entered tonight. All of your monsters were very fun. I've had a very fun time with this little round robin that we've done here for the past couple of hours. Now, we're going to move on to our FIMBA friends in here in just a second, but I'm going to go get myself a drink and then stretch a little bit, and then we'll be back. So these are going to be our friends who are fighting here in like 5 minutes. Alright, see you guys in a little bit. Yeah, Tallulah won. Alrighty, we're back. I got myself a roll of Smarties, I got myself a cup of water, I put some sweatpants on, and I took Basil out the potty. And now I'm ready to go ahead and... Oh, sorry, I'm kind of freaking ASMRing right now. So, now I'm the type of person to eat a whole roll of Smarties in like one go. I don't do none of that, eat them individually shit. Okay. Now, it's been a little bit since we've seen these guys. So, let me reintroduce these monsters. So, we got Baloo, which is Frenzy Potatoes monsters. Just Pyramid, which is Salaryman's monster. Seaward Ho, which is Nash's monster. Spectre, which is That Painting's monster. Poniard, which is Dominico's monster. And then Sentinel, which is Project L's monster. So, we... know that Tallulah from the IMA side is going to be moving on as the IMA's C-rank representative, but now we're going to spend the next hour or so figuring out who is going to be FIMBA's representative that will be fighting Tallulah in the finals in a couple of weeks. So first off, we're going to have Baloo, the Baku, versus Sentinel, the Beaklon. Whoa, that's a lot of Sentinels. Okay, here we go. Alright, and as before, we're going to go ahead and do the first round of things on regular speed so you guys can get a good look at all the monsters. Let me go ahead and pull up their stats here. They have the same exact stats. When I was a small mouse boy, I had big muscles. You guys remember? Do they still do those like ads where the predictions are going live? By the way, do they still do those ads like where it's just like, you'll never believed how this 10-year-old got so fucking ripped? Oh, thank you, by the way, Nash. Appreciate it for the sub. It was like, you will not believe how ripped this 10-year-old is, and it's like the fucking like a Arnold Schwarzenegger body with like a little small German boy's like blonde boy's head on top of it. Do they? All right. So, for anyone who's coming in a little bit later in the tournament, to remind you of what is going on, so with C-Rank, it's kind of just a normal tournament, so it's like a 1700 stat cap, life, power, intelligence, skill can go up to 500, speed and defense can go up to 400, but the gimmick of this one is that everyone has gimmick moves, where, off the top of my head, it's anything that drains guts or life or heals, or is some sort of crossover or exclusive tech, you know, right on cue, Fist Missile, for example. Melkarba is the only Beaklin that can learn that move. And then techs that cost 55 guts, which are... I included those just solely because they're a lot harder to pull off builds like that in this version of the game. Alright, so Sentinel wastes his entire power there. Oh my god, is he going to lose off of that? Baloo, technically, I guess that self-damage didn't really matter there because Sentinel would have KO'd with that horn attack anyways, but that was not a good look. So Sentinel's going to go ahead and take that first round there. Yeah, we figured out that the redeems are fucked up. Oh, I meant to do that during the break. Nah, oh well. Thank you again for the charitable donation of 300 Patuis, Nash. And thanks again for Baloo for that one-hit KO that we just witnessed. Alright, so game 3 already. Obama. That would be a good channel. Someone's got to have done that. You guys know, I know Nash knows what I'm talking about. He's fucking dead, dude. Never mind. He is risen. You guys have seen that video where it's like, oh, Obama, and then Biden's like, soda! That shit cracks me up. My latest one that I've been... Oh, okay, so... 2-1 in Sentinel's favor. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna have to realize that Jeff Bezos got me by the balls. Alexa, turn the lamp on. Alrighty, so Sentinel's going to win that 2-1. And now we're going to have Just Pyramids, which is Salaryman's monster, versus Poniard. So we're going to have a Gel versus Iraqi, and this is going to be... So that was the first Baku we've seen so far this tournament, and then Poniard is going to be the first Iraqi we see. But not going to be the last racket we see, though. There's actually another Metal Glay later on in the tournament. So obviously I got a little bit of an accent, considering where I grew up. And the kids at my work... Predictions going live, by the way. The kids where I work clown on me for how I say collar, like collaring, and they clown on me like how I say crown, like crayon. I don't say it crayon, I say it crown, like what you wear on your head. And Jesus, bro, they will roast the hell out of me. Did I say lurk? No, it's the kids where I work. You guys are gonna get me fucking fired. Okay, beat dance right off the bat. If I remember correctly, that is one of the 55 guts tech. That's a 50 guts tech. I'm pretty sure Poniard has curse dance. I think he has to. No, I'm not sus. Please, you sound like my fucking student. I'm not sus. I'm just a good man. I'm just trying to teach them how to draw. One of them told me one time, how are you going to teach us how to draw if you can't even say the word crayon right? You know, I didn't have a response. Like, they obviously just know that I'm there, like, in the corner. Oh, big pyramid. Power. We finally saw the power pyramid, ladies and gentlemen. I've been asking for power pyramid all night. And he dodged, which means it was worth it. I am an art teacher. Yep, I'm an elementary school art teacher. Alright, power pyramid, just pyramids. Gonna win that 1-0 so far. Alright, let's see if Poniard can bring this back. Alright, beat dance whiffs. It's a whole 50 guts down the drain. I'm pretty sure Poniard has curse dance. Yep. Wait, no, that's just Twister Slash. Oh. I hope I didn't miss that when I was viewing entries. Actually, I have a picture. He does have it. He's just not switching to it. No, I got Dominico's screenshot right here. He does have it. Alright. But it doesn't matter either way, because it looks like Pyramids is going to win this right here. Alright, 2-0 in Pyramids' favor. I'm very happy about that power pyramid. Alright, and finally, for this round, we're going to have Seaward Ho. Now, we also got to think realistically. how often is he going to use cursed hits? Probably not a whole lot. Now this is a fun build. I'm a big fan of Tank Ghost, like Power Ghost. I think it's a very funny monster. Alright, so prediction is the prediction's going live. So we got 2 tank monsters here, same stat spread. Alright, so we got Power Tank Zoom versus Power Tank Ghost. So that kind of narrows it down to what these guys' builds are going to be based around. Alright, so in Seaward side, he's got the Burning Roll, the 85%. And then Spectre, because it's a Power Ghost, it's only going to have moves in slot 1. Alright, charge doing a little bit of chip damage there. We might be in kind of a long one for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Depending on if Seaward can get back there and use that Burning Roll. Which, unless he uses it frame 1, he's probably not using it. Oh, big uppercut there on the 90%. 313 on the crit. Spectre had a huge guts lead there. Goes for a second uppercut. 169, no grit there. So Spectre is going to take that first match. All right, let's see if Seaward, sends Burning Roll. Send Burning Roll. He did not. I tried. All right, Million Claws there on the 93%, 104 damage. Not too bad there. Does proc the anger though. This one's going to be doing, I was going to say it was going to do less, but it ended up doing more because of the crit. There we go. That's more so what I was thinking. That 63% there. Big combination. 374, lots of cuts down there, guts down. Not looking good for Seaward Ho this set. Ends it on the 82% or 82 damage crit charge. Spectre's going to take that 2-0. Alright, so as we learned the other night, these 6-man round robins are a lot quicker than the 8-man round robins. Alright, so let me go ahead and get these updated here. Trying to center these a little bit better so it's not so janky looking. Okay. Alright, I'm saving a copy. Okay. So now, before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and put these on fast forward because we've seen all the monsters at this point, and like I said earlier, I like my free time and you guys like your free time, even though I've had a lot of fun tonight. So, Pyramids, Spectre, and Sentinel were our winners of round 1. Again, very early on in the round robin, so plenty of time for the other monsters to catch up. Let me go ahead and bring up the 6v6 schedule. It's not the right one. There we go, 6-player schedule. Okay, so next up we're going to have 1 versus 5. So we're going to have Baloo versus Spectre. So we're Pawniard. So we're going to see Baloo versus Pawniard. Alright. So 1 big boy versus 1 very tiny boy. Alright, so prediction's going to go live between these two. Y'all got 30 seconds. So, Pawniard is a tank. He is fighting a monster that does have diving press, though. So I'll be pretty interested to see how this goes. Oh yeah, thank you. Yep, so we got Baloo, who's the speed build. We got Poniard, who is the tank build. Would really like to try to see the curse dance. We were kind of talking about it a little bit earlier. Probably very unlikely for us to see that. Oh my god, beat dance is so fucking fast in fast motion. It's actually pretty nuts how the difference between fast motion and slow and like regular motion is in this game. We did see 2 beat dances in one matches though just now, so let's see how much this does. 310, not enough to KO, but Baloo's not going to have to do a whole lot of damage to finish this off. He's just got to do something. We do see the Twister Slash whiff on the 35%. Baloo's in the driver's seat. He's just playing with his food. Oh, he just wanted to blow on him instead. Just topple him over a little bit. Alright, so Blue's going to take that first game. Oh, weapon throw right off the rip. Into the heavy punch. That does whiff. Blue's got a decent amount of guts here. Does whiff. Does about 1/6 of his health into the crit charge, doing 113. We see the spin splash KO, and Poniard's going to bring that to a game number 3. Alright, Diving Plus right off the bat, 274 damage. Oh, heavy punch on the 43%, 296 on the crit, into the weapon throw, the 1-2. I've never seen that one before in my life, ladies and gentlemen. Punch into the 1-2. Or sorry, punch into the weapon throw 1-2 combo. Poniard is going to take that 2-1. Alright, next up we're going to have 2 versus 4, which is going to be just Pyramids versus Spectre. Oh wait, hold on. I need a little wiggly sign. Alright, so if you are a Raki better, you chose right. So I'm going to go ahead and throw out the prediction between these two. So, fun thing about this match is Pyramids is going to have a pretty decent chance to hit, considering Spectre has, like, no speed. Oh, I just love a good cup of water every now and again. Macho, are baked beans a tea? I don't know. I would ask one of the tea experts in the chat. Let's just like the liquid is okay. Alrighty. So we got Spectre just chilling. Oh, combination right off the rip. Misses at 49%. Into the 3 cubes at the 84% whiff. Into the fly swatter. Lots of guts down there, but Ghost's guts rate is so fast it's not even going to matter. Toy Hammer does whiff there. 77% hit there on the 3 cubes. Toy Hammer retaliation from Spectre. Just Pyramids is in the driver's seat right now. Oh, big combination. Does not do enough to kill, surprisingly, but does put Spectre in the lead. Are we going to see a Pyramid? No, we're going to see a charge KO. Just Pyramids just decides not to do anything, and Spectre's going to take that first round. Cube's a good move. It's, well, I mean, you guys have seen Bogwater before. That build is basically, like, carried by the fact that it, you know, just has a pretty good chance to spam 3 cubes over and over. Alright, Spectre's sitting on the 99 guts. A combination is going to hurt here if he's able to land one. Switches the Toy Hammer at the last second there into another one. He can chain these together. He's got a huge repertoire of guts built up. And that's what we do. We see the Toy Hammer full combo. Did not drop a single input. Spectre is going to win that 2-0, I believe. I think that was 2-0 in Spectre's favor. If I'm mistaken, please tell me otherwise. The lucky. Lucky goes bonks again. Alrighty, y'all. So we're gonna do our last match of the round. So we're gonna have Basil. What noise was that? Hush, baby. I'm streaming. You're killing the vibes right now. And you made me drop my pen. You little bastard. Alright, so we're going to have Seaward Ho versus Sentinel. So, Nash versus Project L. Oh, that's not the right one. There you are. Oh, wait, hold on. Should be Seaward in the front. Alrighty. Let's see, that last one was won by the Ghost. So we got, who will win on this one? Do you like the lizard or do you like the robot? Alright, so Seaward is going to be fighting a speed build this time. We never saw the burning roll in the first set. So let's try to see if we see it this time. Sentinel, we did see the fist missile, which is his kind of like gimmicky tech of his build. Oh, they start in slot 3 actually. That's pretty interesting. Big tail lashes though. Tail lashes we learned from last week is a fucking. It seems like it was a crazy move with how much Sunburnosaur is putting work in with it. All right, we're gonna see a chain of heavy punches here. Seaward, though, tanking all of those, pretty much needs one more hit to win it there, and that's what he does. So Seaward is going to win that first game. Alright, start on with the tail lashes. That one does whiff at the 56%. Into a second whiff there. Sentinel does have a huge amount of guts. Ooh, that horn attack. That's just a basic chain, and that did a whole lot of damage there. Rolling bomb on the 153. No anger proc there from Seaward. Into the fist missile. No crit, but enough to take out. So, onto a game number 3 here. Ooh, claw whip from the 49. Into the tail lash. A little bit of damage there. Horn attack to retaliate. Big 248 crit. Into the fist missile crit on the 220. Ooh, Million Claws whiff on the 57%. Into the punch. We do see a grit though. Oh, Million Claws retaliation. Big crit. Just need one more move. Oh, ends up with a rolling ball. Probably his best option there to end things because of the high crit or high hit chance. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much since he's a tank. But regardless, Sentinel's going to take that in very close 2-1. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move on over back to this screen. Oh, come on, Photoshop. Okay, so we have a couple undefeated so far. Alright, so let's take a look-see here. We got Blue, who's 0-2, Pyramids, who's 1-1, Seaward, who is 0-2, Spectre, who is 2-0, Poniard, who is 1-1, and then Sentinel, who is 2-0. Alright, so we're just going to keep moving right along. Starting off with our round number 3, we're going to have 1 versus 4. We're going to have Baloo versus Spectre. Now, Baloo's looking for a win. If he loses this one, unfortunately, I might think he might be out for the night. Of course, we'll be able to see him fight all of his fights that he's supposed to. God damn it, I need to remember to do the little squiggly. Wonder if I could just search him like this. Yeah, I can. Okay. Alright. Alright, predictions are live for here. Alright, so pretty important match here for Baloo. Spectre's gone undefeated so far. The thing that I think is pretty cool about Tank Ghost is I'm a really big fan of builds that just have moves in slot 1. I think it's a really cool concept to try and build around. And with Ghost's guts rate being so fast, we've seen it a couple of times. He's just able to get to 99 guts like so fast compared to his opponents. He's just able to get to 99 guts so fast compared to his opponents. And we saw he did like 2 combinations in a row, which is pretty nuts. But that's not going to matter for anything if Baloo just kills him in 1 hit. Well, I guess 2 hits. But big 400 and something crit there on the diving press. We're into round 2. Starting off with a charge. 86 damage there into the Guts Breath, 95. So Spectre about 1/3 of his total life taken. But yeah, as you can see there, like he did a combination. He almost had enough guts to do a whole second combination. Oh, into the diving press. And that's going to be a quick 2-0 for Baloo. Keep him alive in this bracket. Good for the doggy. Alright, so next up, we are going to have 2 versus 3, which is going to be just pyramids. Versus Seaward. Alright, so Seaward also looking for a win here. Alrighty, y'all like the doggy on that last one. I'd say that was a pretty good bet. A build like Baloo is definitely going to do pretty well against a tank like that, especially with how strong diving press is. Alright, so predictions are going live for here. So do you like pyramids or do you like Seaward? So pyramids right now, 1-1. Seaward looking for a win still. He is going against a speed build, so we'll see how that works out. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and sorry y'all, something came up on my screen, but everything's good. Alright, so 3 cubes, pretty scary in this matchup for Seaward. Does proc his anger though, so he's going to be able to build up a nice little layer of guts. Does get cubed again. Oh, actually does not get cubed again. Oh, dodges into the 206 crit tail lash there. So Seaward going to take that game number 1. Oh, wait, I just saw Painting's message. I put in the little squiggle to make it easier for you to find. What you didn't account for is I'm a fucking dummy. But it's fun. It reminds me of like people's like old usernames and stuff back when like forum websites were a big thing. Alright, claw combo. Ooh, cubes. We do see a grit though. So Seaward's not out of this yet. Ooh, claw combo does whiff. He can swing another one. Does get cubed again. So pyramids is going to bring this to a game number 3. This thing loves using gel cube. Jesus Christ. Burning roll. Bada bing, bada boom. 2-1 in favor of Seaward. Alright, first time he pulls it out, hits perfect, right on the mark. And got the crit with it. Alright, so 2-1 in Seaward's favor. And then, so now we have Poniard versus Sentinel. There you are. Alrighty, so Dinosaur won that one. We're going to go ahead and throw the predictions up for Little Dude versus Big Boy. Alright, y'all got 30 seconds. So let's take a look at how these guys are doing so far. So Poniard, currently 1-1. Sentinel currently 2-0. If Sentinel wins this, he's going to be the only monster so far that's undefeated. Oh, sorry, hit my mic there. Ooh, things are starting to wind down a little bit tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for those who are still hanging out. Got about 13 of you chilling in here. Which, honestly, for how little I've streamed, I feel pretty good about that. I think we maxed out at about 20 or so people so far tonight. But it's getting late. People are going sleepy time. So I understand that things are starting to wind down. Rolling Bomb puts Poniard in the flashing yellow. Misses the weapon combo there. Ooh, weapon throw whiff. Weapon throw hit. Not that it matters too much. Alright, the only thing Poniard's doing is kind of running the clock down on himself. Sentinel finishes that off with a horn attack, though. Alright, Sentinel's up 1-0 so far. Ooh, starts off the match with a fist missile. Misses on the 81% there. Into, ooh, the wind-up punch into the sneak attack combo. Into the power prog. This could be bad for Poniard. He can swing another one of these. Ooh, tries to end up with a punch, but he whiffs. Goes for the heavy punch there. Ooh, horde strike. Excuse me, but power ran out. Ooh, he's just trying to swing these heavy techs. He doesn't need a whole lot of damage to end this. Ooh, procs the anger. Anything that Sentinel throws, he's probably going to hit. Oh, ends it off with a punch with a 2-0. So Sentinel going into round number 4 being the only undefeated monster so far. But let's go ahead and take a look at the graphic real quick just to solidify all of that. Alright, so we had a little bit of shakeup here. Couple monsters who haven't won some games yet, won some games. Couple of monsters, or one monster in particular who was going undefeated so far, did take a game loss, so. Okay. Oh wait, who did Pyramids fight? Pyramids fought 3. He fought Seaward, and Seaward won that one. Okay. Sorry, Photoshop's being a butthead. I keep accident. So what I'm doing is I have auto select on to make it so I can easily like click and drag things. And I'm accidentally dragging like the whole overlay. All right. Okay. So go ahead and save a copy here. We'll take a look at what's going on. Okay, so Blue 1 and 2, Pyramids 1 and 2, Seaward 1 and 2, Spectre 2 and 1, Poniard 1 and 2, and then Sentinel undefeated so far. So pretty interesting night. It would be kind of cool to see. I do like Melcarpa, so it would be pretty nice to see one do well. But I think there's a lot of fun builds in this little group of monsters that we go and have. Sorry, I can't. I'm starting to get like tired brain. All right, 1 versus 3. So we got Baloo versus Spectre. Wait a minute. Didn't we do that one? No. Spectre or Seaward is number 3. All right, so we got 1 versus 3 here. So we're gonna have Seaward, Ho, and Baloo battling it out. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start the prediction between these two. All right, so we got a gel subbreed team kill here. Classic power speed versus power tank matchup right here. Not as classic as the intelligence speed build versus the power tank. Y'all got about 10 seconds left to predict on these two. Both of these fellas 1 and 2 so far, so they're looking for a win to keep them in the bracket. Oh my god, they'd start in diving press range. That's fucking terrible. Oh, misses the 55% on the roll assault there. Dust Cloud. Oh, tail lifts in the 61 into the charge. Seaward's hanging on with that 5 life left into the gust breath. No grit either. Baloo. Perfect game right there. No damage taken. Dude, starting in slot 3 is fucking awful. That's really bad. Not too bad if he misses though. Alright, Seaward's still not hitting a tech so far in this set. Ooh, Dust Cloud just going to do a little bit of damage there. Misses the tail. Misses the tail. Alright, 304 on the diving press there. Jesus, misses the tail lashes too. Into the charge. Misses the claw. Damn, that was pathetic. that was not good. He landed one tech, I think. Okay, so 2-0 for Baloo. Alrighty, so moving on, we're going to have 2 versus 6. So we're going to have Pyramids versus Sentinel. Are there breed restrictions on either FIMBA or IMBA side? FIMBA or IMA side. So there were breed restrictions on D rank. So D rank, how I did D rank is all of the breeds that you could generate at the beginning of the game, but I separated them by new monsters, like so Monster Rancher 2 only breeds plus Ape for IMA side, and then all of the original starting breeds from Monster Rancher 1 over on the FIMBA side. So like, you know, IMA had Arrowhead, Gaboo, Ape, that sort of thing, and then like Monster Rancher 1 had like Golly, Plant, Suezo, Tiger. So Monster Rancher 1 had kind of like a bigger breadth of monsters that you could have as your main breed, but I'd say IMA probably has like the stronger like little concentrated group of monsters, because you got Arrowhead, you got Color Pandora, which are like the 2 big, you know, heavy hitters and stuff like that. Okay, so 2 versus 6. Well, yeah, and then everyone picked Gaboo on the IMA side. Alright, so it was Pyramids versus... Oh, wait, hold on. Alright, so just Pyramids versus, I think it's Sentinel? Yes, Sentinel. Alright, so Sentinel going into this undefeated. Pyramid sitting at a nice What was Sentinel at? 1 and 2. Okay. Alright, predictions going live. You guys got 30 seconds. Alright, so if Pyramids is able to take this one, this could be pretty big to to knock down Sentinel's lead a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to actually mute myself just real quick as the matches are going on, because I need to talk on the phone for like just a second. Okay, I'm sad that I didn't talk during that one, because that was a pretty crazy set. So just to make sure, because I want to just double check, because I was making a quick phone call. That was 2-0 in Sentinel's favor, right? And we saw another power pyramid, which I'm a big fan of. Or some sort of pyramid. Maybe it was anger. Anyways, I think that was, yeah, 2-0 in Sentinel's favor. Sorry, y'all. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. Alright, so that definitely makes things a little bit more interesting. Alright, and to end off the round, we're going to have Spectre versus Poniard. Alright, so let's see how the predictions are going. Alright, we had 500 on the gel, and that was it. Alright, predictions are going to go live between these guys. You guys got your 30 seconds. Do you like the ghost, or do you like the ghost inhabiting a small alien creature action figure thing? Yeah, and Pyramid's favored. We've seen so much Pyramid tonight. Alrighty, predictions are up. Alright, weapon gonna be doing a little bit of damage here. Just a little eensy-bincy scratch. Ooh, weapon throws, not really that useful right now. Does go for the punch. Spectre's just kind of soaking all this up. He's got anger, and you know, I was about to say he doesn't really need it, but he did just like sap all of Poniard's guts then. Trust me, I know what's coming in A-Rank, and we're not done with the pyramids yet, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Curse Dance! We did get to see it, and it won in the round. Cool. Alright, so Poniard up 1-0 so far. Alright, Poniard up 1-0. Oh, misses the beat dance there. Ooh, goes for the combination on the 91%. Takes about half of Poniard's health down. A lot of guts down on that. Into the charge. Ooh, spin slash misses on the 72%. Not great luck there for Poniard on his hit percentage. Does send Twister Slash though. 201. Ooh, charge. Probably not the move Spectre wants to be using right now. Poniard retaliates with a punch, does proc anger, which is really not what Spectre wants to see right now. I think he's still in the lead here, though. Yep, just a couple percent, but Spectre is going to bring this to a game number 3. Oh, terrible opening. And he's still going. Oh, combination. Looked like it still had Angry Guts, but we see an Anger Retaliation from Poniard. But he used his weapon, which is not the best use of that Anger Guts, my friend. Oh, he's really hyperfixating on this weapon throw. Does do the beat dance, though. Crit. Oh, this combination is going to end it, and Spectre is going to take that 2-1. Alrighty. Let's see. So, 2-1, 1-2, and that'll be it for round number 4. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a look-see here. God, Photoshop. I feel like with every update of this thing, they just make it a little bit more finicky and a little bit more finicky. Okay. Alright, so this final round's a little bit more interesting compared to last week's FIMBA round robin. Alright, so going into the last round, going into the last round, we have Blue, who's 2-2, Pyramids, who is 2-2, Seaward, who is 1-3, Spectre, who is 3-1, Poniard, who is 1-3, and then Sentinel, who is 3-1. So, depending how things go, oh, wait a minute. Put this X in the wrong spot. Hold on. So let's take a look at this again. Okay, so Pyramid and Spectre need to fight still. Yeah, so I had something that I had the little graphic there wrong. So it's actually Pyramid. It's Spectre and Sentinel need to fight. So they're going to be fighting for basically who makes it out, because whoever wins that is going to be 4-1, and that's going to be the final match of the round. So that's going to be pretty dramatic there. That's going to be for all the marbles. So we'll go ahead and do our other consolation matches leading up to that. So starting us off, we are going to have Blue versus... That's pretty wild. It came down to the best performing monsters on the last round. So we're going to have Blue versus Pyramids. Yeah, no, I just put I put one of Sentinel's losses in the wrong spot. Alrighty, y'all. Alright. Bets are slowing down pretty hard, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them out until we get to the final round. I think that'll be a fun one to bet on. Alright, so we got Blue versus just Pyramids. Starting off with the Fly Swatter here. Misses at the 47%. Into the Dust Cloud, 58%. Whiff into another Dust Cloud. Oh, Stab to do a little bit of damage here. Dust Cloud again. Blue is, he is digging, for sure. Alright, Gel Cube Whiff. Anything that Blue uses will be able to KO Pyramids. Goes for the diving press though. Not his best option when you're trying to close out a match. Oh, into the cubes. Yeah, Blue ends up losing that match when he was kind of in the driver's seat the whole time. So Pyramids is going to take that 1-0. Into the second game. Fly Swatter opener like we saw last time. That one whiffs. Dust Cloud whiff there. 3 cubes on the 38%. 276 on the crit there. Oh, Power Dust Cloud. Kind of looks like the light was coming out of his ass there. And then Pyramids is going to end it off with a Fly Swatter. So Pyramids is going to take his last match of the night 2-0. And then we're going to have 3 versus 5. So we're going to have Seaward Ho versus Ponyard. Alright. Gonna go ahead and just get right into this one. Oh, we see a beat dance right off the bat. 132 damage, 22 guts down. Does proc Seaward's anger though. So he's not hurting too bad. Is able to return 3 million claws in a row to put himself into the lead. We see the sneak attack on the 87. See another sneak attack. Boy's feeling sneaky tonight. Alright, not a whole lot going on right there. Does send tail. Sends a spin slash. It does whiff. Oh, goes into the weapon throw. Ooh, big crit tail there. Not enough to knock out, but enough to steal the deal there for Seaward. He is going to take that first round. Alright. Rocks the anger there with the weapon throw into the tail lashes. A little bit of damage. Some withering thanks to that anger. Alright, Ponyard's got an anger of his own. Sends spin slash and that whiffs. Oh, sends another one, but that whiffs at 70%. Ponyard not getting too lucky in this match. Goes for the claw, a little bit of damage. Not too bad of a tech to use considering there's no withering. No chance for Ponyard to get angry. Alright, Seaward is in the driver's seat right now. I don't know if this heavy punch is going to be enough. It is not, and Seaward's going to end his final match of the night off 2-0. Alright, and it all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm taking the fast forward off. We're going to let this, hopefully, be a little bit dramatic. Hopefully it'll go to a game 3. We're going to have Spectre. That painting's Ghost versus Sentinel. Project L's Macarba. Fighting for that coveted FIMBA rank C representative slot. Both these monsters are 3-1. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do a prediction for this one. So we're just going to do a 30-second prediction. Prediction that started. Who do you like better? Do you like the Ghost? Do you like the Melcarba? Yeah, you do get to fight all the pyramids. I like the Damon. You can talk about your entry a little bit if you want to, but I like Damon's entry a lot. I think they have a really fun. I think they have a really fun entry for the mixed attacker format. All right, prediction is live. We got 600 Patuis on the Ghost. We got 305 Patuis on Sentinel. So Spectre versus Sentinel. Starting off with a fist missile, 140 damage. A little bit of guts down, does proc the Vigor. Vigor, not the best battle special. Ooh, 270 off the combination there. Horn Strike on the 87, gonna do a little bit of damage. Ooh, Toy Hammer to close things out on the 49%. We do see that. So game 1 goes to Spectre. Alright, so round 2. If Spectre wins one more, he will be crowned the I'm a C or sorry, FIMBA C champion. Oh, starts things off with a 49% on the uppercut. Big crit there, almost takes all of Sentinel's health down. Retaliates with a horn strike. So the one thing about Sentinel's build is it does not do a whole lot of damage. It's relying on those basic techs, and it's relying on crit moves, which are not known to, the crit moves are not always known to be reliable. And with that, Spectre will be your FIMBA rank C representative. Congratulations to that painting. Claps all around. And then also congratulations to Project L for getting second place. I love Melkarba. I think their build was a lot of fun. Fist Missile's a really good tech. But I think unfortunately they just kind of ran into a very hard matchup to try to to make it out. But fun night. Fun night, y'all. Go ahead and update this one last time so we can see everyone's final scores. Alright, so thinking about it, what? So on the IMA side, we have a Gaboo in rank D, and we have a... Oh god, my brain's so cloudy. Hold on. We have an Undine. We have an Undine in rank C. Yeah, tonight was fun. We got to see a lot of moves that we don't normally see, which is really cool. Which is what I was kind of hoping to achieve with this rank. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and save this here. The results will pop up. I don't think I'm going to get the complete results up tonight. I'm pretty tired and I need to wake up tomorrow morning pretty early anyways. But hopefully I'll get everything updated completely by tomorrow. So let's take a look-see here. So we got Blue, End of the Night 2 and 3. Just Pyramids, End of the Night 3 and 2. Seaward Ho, ending the night 2 and 3. Spectre, ending the night 4 and 1. Poniard, ending the night and 1 and 4. And then Sentinel ending the night at 3 and 2. So, good games, everyone. Just like Windom said. It was fun. Oh, Brody's, I'm sorry, man. My channel points things are they're on the fritz for some reason. So yeah, this is what FIMBA ended up looking like, and let's take one more look at what IMA was looking like. So congratulations again to Aelfric for raising Tallulah, going 7-1, going 7-1 in the IMA on the IMA side of things, and congratulations again to that painting, going 4-1 on the FIMBA side of things. It was a pretty fun night, y'all. I had a really good time. Again, glad I was able to end up doing this. So, let's go ahead and find somebody to raid. Well, you know what? We raided him last week. We're going to raid him again. We're going to raid my friend Capybara. And thank you for the people who stuck it out. I know it's almost 11 o'clock, so pretty cool of you guys to go ahead and stay around while we were waiting for things to finish up. But yeah, love y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and raid my friend. Stop by. Think he's playing Zelda again. So have a good night, y'all. Catch y'all next week, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.